Hey Cake Chums, and welcome back to another video. Now it has been a hot minute since I last uploaded something right here, so apologies. It's been absolutely crazy. Gosh, what has been going on? So as you guys know, I have been doing a lot of food festivals over the summer, and towards the kind of end of September, beginning of October, I literally had a food festival every single weekend for 4 weeks. So that was pretty full on anyway. And of course, in amongst that as well, we also had the usual back to school stuff that was going on. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I'm also a part-time primary school teacher as well. And then for the last, gosh, it must be 3 weeks now, I've caught this super cold, I think the press is calling it, that's basically working its way across the country, as is he, hence you can probably hear him coughing in the background. And I've basically been good for absolutely nothing. But anyway, I'm kind of having a good day-ish. He said, I've literally just got up from a nap actually. But anyway, I'm having a good bit of time, so I thought this was a perfect opportunity to jump on, get you all caught up with everything that's been going on in the crazy world of Mr. Baker's cakes. So without much further ado, let's get to the video. Apparently somebody else wants to be in this week's video as well. Have we seen Treacle in a video recently? I don't think we have. Anyway, hi everyone, this is Treacle, my cat. Say hi to YouTube. No? Okay. But anyway, I guess the first big news to share with you all is that we have a new upload day. So up to now my videos have always gone up on a Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. And while that was absolutely fine, I then essentially have the rest of Sunday as a free day, which means that on the weeks where I'm really busy, that's time that I could use to edit a video. So I figured from now on, I'm going to switch my upload day to a Monday at 6 o'clock in the evening after school, very convenient, and hopefully it will just work out better with my kind of working week. And I'm going to be working on the rest of my kind of output schedule as well, because the blog once again has been completely and utterly neglected for the last few weeks. And I just kind of want to get back on top of everything. Are we done? You bored? I told you it wasn't exciting. She's going to want me to go and let her out now, hold that thought. And we're back. Yeah, so we're going to have a new upload day, which is going to be, well, for you guys today, Monday at 6 PM after school, which basically just means, as I say, it gives me a bit more of the weekend to work with, and hopefully a fun start to the week for you guys as well. Now, I must confess, I had quite a few projects and videos and ideas that were supposed to go up over the last few weeks while I've essentially been bedridden with a cold, including I started to film a video with Dave from last year's The Great British Bake Off. If you're following me on social media, you will have seen that we did still manage to collaborate on a cake together. It was his son Ronnie's first birthday, and in fact Ronnie's birth was announced at the end of the Bake Off final last year. Obviously, one of the big bits of news during last year's Bake Off was that Dave's girlfriend Stacey was pregnant with their first child. He was born just after Bake Off finished, and his name is Ronnie. He's really cute. But Dave had asked me if I would like to make Ronnie's first birthday cake, and naturally I turned around and said, well, how about we make it together and we film it for YouTube? So we did start filming it, and I'll probably flash up some of the footage that we did manage to capture on the screen for you guys to see. But then unfortunately the plague hit, and I mean we're talking 3 weeks ago, so that shows you how long this has been going on. And at the time it was that bad that I couldn't finish the video. We did manage to finish the cake, and I'll put a picture of that up on the screen for you guys to see. And obviously that was really cool to be able to do that. But yeah, it's just a shame that we didn't manage to finish the video. But hopefully, fingers crossed, when everything calms down again, we'll get Dave back in the studio and we'll do something else. We've been thinking about whether we could remake, do you remember the bust cake challenge that they all had to do in his season? So in Cake Week, the showstopper was to make a bust of someone who's like their hero. He did Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. He did, don't get me wrong, he did a brilliant job in the 4 hours that they were given, but we were wondering, well, what could he have done if he didn't have that time limit? So if you think that's a good idea, head down to the comments and let me know. Or if you have another idea for a video you would like to see Dave and I shoot together, again, head down to the comments and let us know there. I was also planning on, does anyone watch the Try Guys videos here on YouTube? They have a whole series of where they try and bake things without a recipe. Interestingly enough, that series is called Without a Recipe. And I love those videos. I just think they're so much fun and so hilarious. To the point that I even bought this year's merch. I'm wearing it now. Savour the Summer. And I was going to have a go at perfecting one of the recipes that they created on the hoof during this year's Without a Recipe challenge. But again, I was poorly, so it didn't happen. I guess I could still do it. I just figured it was more kind of interesting to do it at the time that their videos were coming out, like weeks ago, not now. But anyway, this is kind of really dull. It's me telling you all the things that I was going to do but haven't done because I've got a cold. So instead, how about I tell you about some of the stuff that has been sent my way while I haven't been making videos, because actually I've been sent some quite exciting bits. So first of all, and I really want to give this the attention it deserves, I was sent this box by my friend Rhiannith of Dragons and Daffodils Cakes. I've done videos with her on my channel here before, and I'll link up in the corner. I have a video where I went to one of her classes and we made my kind of gravity-defying turtle cake. That was with Rhi. But she's just launched a new product called Kits to Create, which look like this. And one thing I love straight away, before we even get into the package, is everything that she has used, where possible, is recyclable material or recycled material. So for example, all the paper packaging she's using is paper packaging she's been sent by other retailers. So very real, proper recycling. Now I have opened the box because I wanted to have a little sneak peek, but everything was so beautifully wrapped inside that I actually decided I wouldn't open it up until I was on camera. Now again, this is old now, unfortunately. I know that the next kit in the series has already come out, but again, I just wanted to share it with you guys because actually it's such a cool idea, and knowing Rhi and knowing how passionate she is about just doing everything incredibly thoroughly, these are going to be fantastic. But anyway, so it says, I hope you enjoy this kit to create. Each month, the kit begins life as a handcrafted original sculpture which is transformed into a brand new and delicious kit for you to create. Live unboxings and how-to videos each month on YouTube. Visit the website for links to subscribe to a new original kit each month or to buy one kit at a time. You go to www.dragonsanddaffodils.com and you're looking for kits to create. And so this was last month's kit and the first one. And inside, as I say, it's all beautifully wrapped up. And then if I open up this paper, this is a kit on how to make chocolate dragon lollipops. So, as Rhi said on that kind of blurb card, she basically created a dragon model, which she has then turned into a mould that you can use with the ingredients in this kit to make your very own chocolate dragon lollipops. Rhi has a very thorough video where she goes through all of this, including examples and actually making it. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm definitely going to have a go at making these. But in here, you've essentially got your lollipop sticks and some really nice twist ties. Like, I didn't even know you could buy twist ties that were that patterned and colourful. Piping bags. There's marshmallows in here for adding extra kind of elements to your chocolate lollipops. There's portioned out milk chocolate, portioned out white chocolate, and there's even tempering aid as well. So if you're someone that finds tempering chocolate quite tricky, tempering aid will be your new best friend. And then basically what you do is you melt your chocolate down, either keeping it in temper or using the tempering aid to help you. Pop it in your piping bag, and then you pipe it into the dragon mould, which I don't know if that shows up on camera, but what I'll also do is pop up an image of the dragon mould from Rhi's social media. And then of course you leave it to set with your stick in there, and you end up with these gorgeous detailed chocolate lollipops, which you can then decorate with oil-based paints or whatever you fancy, really. Obviously everything comes with full instructions as well, but as Rhi mentioned again in the blurb, she also makes YouTube videos where you can go and make them along with her too. So first of all, thank you so much to Rhi for sending this over to me, and sorry I didn't have time to make it in time to share this first kit with everyone. But if that sounds like something you would enjoy doing with your small people, your mini chums as it were, then head to Ree's website at dragonsanddaffodils.com and check out her kits to create. Now, something else you may already have noticed is up behind me on my ProGel wall, as I call it, and that is that I have finally been sent the brand new versions of the Rainbow Dust ProGels. So I've always had those, kind of, you can see them at the top here above my head. I've always had the full colour range of the Rainbow Dust ProGels on the wall behind me, and I use them constantly in my videos. But a few months ago, Rainbow Dust actually rebranded them, and at the same time, they also re-recipeed them as well. Now, I know some people's biggest complaints about the Rainbow Dust ProGels was sometimes they could be really thick and it was hard to get them out of the squeezy tubes. But I actually got to use them when I was making the cake with Dave that I showed you earlier on. And so we got through quite a few different shades of the blue, all of which were exactly the same consistency. And I've actually been working on another project this week where I've got to use them as well. And again, the consistency of them now is absolutely perfect, and you still get that amazing colour payoff as well. I'll grab one so you can see what the new branding looks like. Okay, so this actually is the old branding first of all, so I'm sure you're familiar with that. But then if I put the new one next to it, you can see that they're not dramatically different, but they are different nonetheless. And actually some of the names have changed as well, which is why I chose these two, because what used to be called caramel is now called ochre. This is actually one of my favourite colours in the ProGel range because I use it for everything from teddy bears, Hessian fabric, my pugs. So yeah, this colour gets an awful lot of use. In fact, I even use it for certain skin tones as well. So that's the old, that's the new, and hopefully you'll agree that the new and updated ProGel wall is looking particularly fine. Along with the new ProGels, I was also sent something else that Rainbow Dust have also been working on recently with none other than Molly Robbins. That's Molly from Extreme Cake Makers, and those are her new Airbrush Colors, which look like this. Now on the back it says, I have developed these colours with Rainbow Dust to work with any airbrush to provide even professional results. The colours are highly pigmented, dry quickly, and can be blended for a completely bespoke colour mix. Now I actually used these for the first time on a project this weekend, and I have to say I am really, really impressed by them. In fact, let's open this one up and show you. So you've seen the packaging already, and inside the bottle looks like this. And first of all, I love the branding with that little cartoon Molly at the top there. But also one thing I'm particularly liking about them is these tops. So this top bit here screws off, and you've got that really fine pouring spout, which means that even if you're using like a tiny airbrush with a really small, whatever that bit's called, again, I'm ill, I can barely remember words. But if you're using a really tiny airbrush, it means that you can still be really in control of how much colour you are putting in. And actually I did some hand painting with these as well on a piece that I will be sharing with you next weekend. And I found it really perfect for hand painting too. So love these, love the size of the bottle as well. You get 100 grams of colour per bottle, and by the way that bit's called the cup, I remembered. And as Molly says, they're perfect for mixing as well, so you know, you don't just have to use the colours as they are, you can mix and match to get the exact shade you need. Saying that, there is a whopping 17 shades in the range too, so a really, really good colour range, including variations. So there's like a baby pink and a bright pink, there's a dark blue and a light blue, and so on. So yeah, really love them, looking forward to using them more. And I know I keep promising you guys another airbrushing video, so I will try and get around to that very soon. What would really help is if you could head down to the comments and let me know the sorts of things you would like to know more about airbrushing. Because of course we do already have my onward cake tutorial where I made an airbrushed mountainscape using homemade stencils, and we also used airbrushing on my stone effect and wood effect cake boards as well. So let me know the sorts of things you would like to see more of in terms of airbrushing, and I will see what I can do. Couple more bits. These ones actually I bought myself because I was interested in them and I wanted to have a bit of a closer look. One of which is the Perfected Metal Flexi Scrapers from Bridgets Cake Room. Regular viewers will know that we've done a couple of videos using Bridgets products, including the one and only ganaching kit, which we use to create a fully ganached cake, and we also had a go at making a traditional Irish biscuit cake using her biscuit cake liner kit. I saw her announce these on her social media a good few weeks ago now, but again, haven't been creating videos. And there's basically 4 different shaped scrapers in here. I'll show you them all. So there is the leveler, which is kind of this sort of shape. And this one is designed for leveling and tidying up your edge once you have filled your liner. There's the 90 degree, which is designed for correcting and tidying up the bottom of your cake, smoothing to perfection, because of course this bit here will rest on the cake board, meaning that you can go around and get that nice 90 degree angle. There is the top and side, which looks like this, kind of like Pac-Man, and that's for kind of neatening up your square edge, so going around the top there. I have actually had a play with that one. It's definitely a new skill to master. It's not immediately easy to use, but once you get the hang of it, it's very good. And then finally, there is the rectangle, which is, as it sounds like, a rectangle one, and that's really for kind of smoothing out that seam where the liner overlaps and you get that kind of line down there. So that's what that's for. And also, obviously, if you have to patch fill any holes, you can use this to scrape round. Those are Bridgets Perfected Flexi Scrapers, and as I say, I bought those myself, wanted to check them out. She did very kindly throw in a few extra bits, but I'm not sure if that she always does that or if that was just for me. But either way, thank you, Bridget, very kind of you. The last thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of things I've picked up is the Finch Bakery book. Now, this very much came out at the same time as the Jane's Patisserie cookbook, which of course we did quite a bit on here on the channel. We recreated the front cover recipe. I did an Ask Me Anything with Jane, and Jane and I of course worked on recreating the book in cake for her book launch event. As a result, it meant that the Finch Bakery book kind of didn't really get a look in. It looks fab. It's really fun, colourful, family-friendly recipes, and I guess really my question for you guys is, would you like to see me have a go at one or more of the recipes from this book as well, or have you kind of had time now to check it out, see what's inside, etc, etc. A few people mentioned it in the comments on Jane's video, so I did go out, I did buy it, but yeah, is it kind of, has the moment passed now, or would you like to see me have a go at one or more of the recipes in here? So again, head down to the comments, let me know. I think that was everything I wanted to talk about in this video, and I'm sorry it's been a bit kind of just me talking at you for however long I've been talking at you. But basically, I kind of felt like I've been away for a fair few weeks now. I wanted to get you caught up on what's been going on with me, what's been going on here in the studio, and then that way we're kind of at a point where we can carry on from next week on our new upload day, Monday, 6 o'clock, and yeah, kind of get back into the swing of things a bit. So if you have any questions about anything I've shown you, or would like to know more about any of them or anything like that, as always, head down to the comments, ask away. I'm always loitering around in the comments, so I will try and get back to you as quickly as I can. Oh, I do have some exciting news. So, gosh, it's quite a while ago now actually, but it's now public. That I signed as a BBC freelancer. So I am now officially on the BBC Food Chef's website. If you go there, go to R for Rob, you will find me and my chef's profile. And this week, for half term, we've released our first recipe, which is a really fun and child-friendly tutorial for how to create a love monster cake. Now, I'll be honest with you, when they first asked me to do that, I had no idea what a love monster was, but apparently it is a show on CBeebies. He's super cute and he makes the most adorable cake. So again, I'll pop up a picture on the screen of the finished cake, and if you'd like to have a go at it, I'll link the recipe over on the BBC website down in the video description. But yeah, that was a bit of a pinch me moment when they first got in touch, and I absolutely loved working with them, and here's to many more projects together. I think that's everything. But as always, thank you so much for bearing with me while I have been away for those few weeks, and also to all the new subscribers. I've had a bit of a bump recently while I've been away, so thank you so much to all of you for first of all, for watching my videos and for deciding to hit that big red subscribe button. But if it is your first time watching one of my videos right now, do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below. And if you click on the little bell icon right next to it, that will make sure you get a push notification every time I upload a new video. If you did enjoy this video, please also give it a thumbs up because that does really help my channel. I think somebody wanted to come back to finish the video. You're going to at least look at the camera. No? Okay. Anyway, so yes, I will be back at the same time next week, which don't forget now is Monday at 6 p.m. Probably not with this one because she's not actually supposed to come in here, and especially not obviously when we're working on food. But as always, stay safe, take care, and of course, happy baking. Say bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.